Okay, guys, just a quick update for World Unity. As you guys know, they had their summit in Colombia, and over their summit, they made some changes to the platform. I'm actually learning about some of these changes as we speak. Had some dialogue with my sponsor last night and this morning. So, gonna give you a couple of updates. A couple of things that they're changing with the platform. They have some new services that they're rolling out, and because they're rolling out some of these new services, they are making some changes. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Of course, I want to remind you guys that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you are going to get into any platform in the crypto passive space, anything that I talk about, please do your own research and due diligence and only put in what you can afford to lose, guys. Risk capital only. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So that being said, as you guys know, I've mentioned it. They have some new apps, a sports app, a Forex app, I believe that they're coming out with. And some of these apps are paying up to 25% a month. Because of that, some of the packages that they initially came out with, they are going to be, they're not going to be continuing with those packages. So, a couple of quick changes. Number one, essentially one of the biggest features, or one of the things that I was talking about when we first rolled this out and started to introduce this to you guys, was the fact that you can pull your capital out of the platform anytime you want it. That is no longer an option. I guess they said they made that announcement in their summit, right? In their event. That is no longer an option. So if you have a package, the only option you have right now is to continue to withdraw until you hit 200%. Um, Obviously, if you're using their new services, I don't even have all the details of how their new services work just yet. From my understanding and from what I've been told, the new services are going to pay indefinitely or it doesn't pay until you hit 200% or 300%. It pays indefinitely up to 25% a month, but your funds are locked. Okay. So all of that just to say, we no longer have the option to pull our capital out of the platform. The other change that they're making, as you can see right here, when you go to the back office, is that there's a new bubble here that pops up that says that they are implementing KYC now. So initially, there wasn't a KYC requirement. Now they're implementing KYC. If you want to get involved with their new project or their products, if you want to make a deposit, and or you want to withdraw from their old packages, like a lot of us have packages. I have packages. If you want to withdraw, you need to undergo their KYC. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to withdraw. So that's another change that they're making. They're now forcing everyone to do KYC. Yeah. So we're still kind of processing these announcements because again, I just got this just a little while ago, and then I jumped on this video and wanted to pass this information out to you guys. Me personally, I'm not really a big fan of, because again, I want to keep this 100 with you guys. Not really a big fan of platforms that do KYC. That's number one. Number two, not really a big fan of platforms that kind of change on us after the fact. Like once we're in, they start to change their products, they change their model, they start to say, hey, we're not going to implement KYC. This is not the first time that we've experienced this. There's been other platforms that have done this in the past. So this is not new, but it's never a fun thing when a platform decides to implement and do changes, once we're already in. So am I going to do the KYC? Well, we have withdrawals that we can make out of the platform. So yeah, I'm going to do the KYC just so that we can continue to withdraw. But yeah, I'm not super happy about the fact that they've implemented this after the fact. Had they said from the very beginning that, hey, you need to do KYC to get into this platform, or even that they said, hey, we're going to be doing KYC soon, it might be a different story. The fact that they kind of just dropped this on us. Now, to be fair, and again, I'm just trying to see it from both sides. They may have said that in their Spanish, because again, this is a pretty big platform in Latin America. Inside of their WhatsApp group, they have a pretty big WhatsApp group. I don't really understand exactly what's going on inside there because again, I'm not Spanish speaking, so they may have said it in there. I don't know, but this is the first time I'm hearing about this KYC thing, and obviously they just dropped the news of not allowing us to pull our capital out of the platform, which to me, again, that was a big feature. The flexibility of being able to pull our capital anytime out of the platform, that was always a big feature. It's not really a big deal for me because I wasn't going to pull my capital out anyway. Like I was just going to let my capital sit there, and then we can just withdraw from the platform. So I had no intention of pulling my capital out. So that's not really that big of a deal for me personally. However, I do understand people, on our team who might have the desire to pull their capital out. That might not be good news for them. But this whole KYC thing, again, not too stoked about it. I'm going to do it, grudgingly. I'm going to do it only because we do have funds that we can withdraw. Um, but yeah, not too super excited about changes. Again, it's a working platform. Yeah, I want to be clear. It's a working platform. They do have plans to be around for quite a bit. It's a working platform. They are paying out withdrawals. Once you complete KYC, they do, allow withdrawals. And again, they want to move towards their new product, which isn't their packages. It's going to be these new apps that they've launched over at their summit in Colombia. So, um, yeah, going to try to get more intel on this. I'm going to have some dialogue with my sponsor because he was at the event. He actually wanted me to come down to the event, which, it was in Spanish. So I probably wouldn't have understood much that was going on anyway. But I was supposed to be down there. Um, I'm going to have some dialogue with him and find out more intel. But from the two things that I gather over the last, 12 hours or so, number one is we no longer have the option to pull our capital out of the platform. And number two, they are going to be forcing everyone to do KYC moving forward. Um, Obviously, if you want to withdraw, you need to complete KYC. What does the KYC process entail? You do need to upload your, I guess, some form of ID, whether it be a license, a passport, etc. And I believe a bill or something like that. I got to double check that. That's what I saw when I logged into the back office. Um, so yeah, I gotta double check that. So I'm gonna get some dialogue going on with my sponsor and see what else he found out, being at the event down there. But yeah, those are two significant changes that they are making to the platform. So not too excited. I want to be I want to be very clear. It's a working platform. They do intend to be around for quite a bit. That's my understanding. But again, I am not if you've been on my channel for any period of time, we've experienced this before. I am not a big fan of platforms that say one thing. Once we start building, once we make deposits, like a month later or a month and a half or 2 months later, now it's, oh, we're changing the packages, we're changing this, we're changing that. Now we're implementing KYC and this and this and this. And now it's a totally different model. And it's something that we would never have joined had they said that that was the model from the get-go, if that makes sense, right? Like if they said from the very beginning that, hey, we do KYC, I probably wouldn't have joined this thing. I'll be honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. We're in it now. We'll complete the KYC process. We'll see what happens because again, I do want to be able to withdraw because we do have a withdrawable balance that grows every single day. So we'll see what happens. Again, this is it's par for the course. This is what happens in this space, guys. This is just, you know, it happens. That's why risk capital, right? You only put in risk capital and why you always want to pull your initial capital out whenever you get into a platform. You never want to compound, compound, compound. You want to pull your seed capital out because you never know if something, happens, again, silver lining is that it's not a rug pull. It's not like, website's gone or they're running away. They're making changes to the platform. Do we agree with the changes? No. Um, but it's their platform. It's not our platform. It's their platform. So they can make whatever changes they want. We have to kind of just roll with it. That being said, as long as we can withdraw, um, I'll complete the KYC. Now, if they don't allow us to withdraw, that's a whole other story. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But assuming that we can still withdraw once we complete the KYC, which it says in the back office, All you need to do is complete the KYC. You'll be able to continue to withdraw, then we should be fine. So again, that being said, I'll keep you guys in the loop and give you guys more updates. I'm going to get some more dialogue going on with my sponsor, see what else happened down there. Because again, I wasn't at the summit event. Not that it would have mattered, because again, I don't speak Spanish, and the whole thing was in Spanish, from what I understand. But again, they're kind of changing their whole model. It's no longer packages. Now they're moving towards these apps that they're using. Supposedly, you can make up to 25% a month. Um, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Either way, just wanted to give you guys, a quick update, keep you guys in the loop, let you know about these two changes to the platform. If you're someone who's not fond of doing KYC, this is not the platform for you, obviously. If you're someone who's already in the platform, like myself, and you want to be able to continue to withdraw, then you have a decision that you need to make. Will you do the KYC and upload your documents, or say screw it, I'm going to walk away from it? That's totally your option. But yeah, again, not too excited about these changes. And again, I was super bullish on this project because you can make up to 20% a month. Well, the packages, you were able to make up to 20% a month. You had the ability to pull your funds out of the platform anytime you wanted. And they had a compensation plan that wasn't so crazy. So to me, it looked like it could be quite sustainable. And because they had a community that they were building in Latin America, and it was still fairly new, it had all the telltale signs of a platform that can be around for quite a bit. And it still can. To be fair, it still can. It's not like they're rug pulling or going away. They still are going to be around. They're just making some changes to their deal, which they want to change their product and move towards these apps. And because of that, they require KYC now. So that being said, I'll get some more intel, give you some more information as soon as I get it. Either I might post it inside of my Telegram. I'll come back and do another video. Either way, wanted to come back and give you this information real quick, just in case you were in Unity or maybe thinking about getting into Unity. I think this is relevant information that you need to know. Either way. So that being said, guys, just a quick update. Follow me on Telegram, subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, as you can see, do your own research, risk capital only, guys. This is a very fast moving, high risk, high reward space that we operate in. So again, if you do decide to get into any platform aside from putting risk capital, make sure you're pulling your capital out of the platform as soon as you can, and stay diversified. Guys, stay diversified. I'm in a lot of different platforms, and I get into platforms that are low risk, not even crypto. Okay. Get in some of those platforms so you can diversify your docket and have some irons in the fire that are more into stable deals, right? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.